Hey Postables, you're listening to Deliver Me a Podcast brought to you by Kaycee, Jess, and Cammie. A special thanks to James Jandrish for letting us use music on our show. Now, grab some yoo-hoo, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey Postables!
Hi Postables!
Hi guys!
Welcome back!
I like your shirts.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're feeling shenanigan-y today. It's not really a word, but I just made it a word. So
I mean, there have been no shenanigans in the last 22 minutes that we were supposed to record.
oh yeah, we were trying to sing an intro and let's just say it did not work.
No. And then we tried to say hi Postables all together, and then that didn't work.
Guys, they don't need to know this.
We're out of practice.
Hey, that's fine. Listen. I'm so excited that you guys are back with me.
Yay!
Yay!
The band is back together and we have some fun shenanigans in store for today.
Oh my gosh, you guys, buckle up because there's going to be a lot more giggling than there is going to be talking.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I have here the questions and the results from all the surveys that we put out. You guys, y'all, some of you guys need to go back and listen to our recaps because
you don't know us at all.
y'all's answers.
Some of them were good. Some of them were spot on, but others,
woo.
So
yes. Between Instagram and Twitter, I combined all of the answers. There were some discrepancies between Instagram and Twitter. Like for one, Jess won all of them, which she probably shouldn't have won all of that, but she still came out third, so it was okay. I was like, ooh, these questions, man.
yeah, so today we're going to go over those responses and we're going to vote ourselves of how we would have answered because we all know each other best.
Oh, absolutely.
We sure do. All right, y'all. Ready?
Buckle up, everybody.
Buckle up.
Here we go.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Number one, out of the three of us.
Oh, ready.
Out of the three of us, who is going to cry the most during the viewing of SSD 11?
Guys, you have to be watching this one. This is not a listening only podcast. I have fun surprises.
Okay, I was not aware of this. Cammie, were you aware of these fun surprises?
But really, my real answer is this.
I'm a crybaby. I'm a hopeless romantic and a crybaby. But Kaycee has said that she is going to cry just as much, probably.
Listen, you guys, every time a new promo has come out, I've cried.
And see, I'm not watching any
every
promos.
Single promo. Oh man.
But see, the fact that I'm not watching any promos, I think will make me cry harder because I'll see everything for the first time and I'll just go.
And when I say promo, I just mean the like behind the scenes pictures that like the cast has been posting. Like there was one of Kristen in her dress at the DLO, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna dance at the DLO. Like, and that's just speculation. I don't know if that's happening.
I almost did that, Jess. I almost did that. Okay, here.
There you go. Well, 56 people agree out of 89. So more than half agree that Cammie will cry the most.
Winner, Cammie.
You all know me so well. Well, in this aspect.
You're an actress. Your emotions have to be right on your sleeve.
My emotions have to be right here, baby.
Right on the surface.
Apparently people don't think I'm gonna cry that much because I was like ranked low with like Jess. Like
hey, but I've still got some votes, so there's hope for me, right?
There is
See,
hope.
I think you've been holding it all in and it's all going to come out. So I still think I'm going to cry harder because you just don't cry, but I think you're going to cry.
I'm going to cry laughing at you two.
Oh, of course you're going to. Guys,
Okay.
you should know that we have plans to watch together on screen so that we can be with each other when we experience this SSD. So we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. All right. Next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Who is most likely to enter who is most likely to enter a Miss Special Delivery pageant? I'm just kidding.
Cammy again.
Although I would totally do it. I would
You
totally
would?
do it. I totally would do it.
See, here's my biggest problem with pageants: the dresses and the high-heeled shoes. I can't find a dress that I would actually wear, and I can't walk in high-heeled shoes. So put on a really gorgeous dress that I approve of and give me flats. I am all about the pageantry.
I like getting dolled up. Like, come do
I
my hair, my
love getting
makeup, and my
dolled up.
nails.
Yeah.
And find me a pretty dress with fancy heels.
I'm okay in my
I will.
sweatpants.
You don't want to be like Miss Congeniality, you know?
I mean,
can
if I was
transform you.
packing underneath, I don't know.
I'm starving. I'm armed. Don't mess with me.
I would go undercover in a pageant, yes, but for real, no.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So survey says
Survey says Cammy wins that again.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Next question. Who is most likely to want to ride an air balloon over Stockholm?
oh. Oh, really?
I voted for Jess. Jess voted for Jess. Cammy, you voted for me.
I voted.
I guess the question is anybody afraid of heights? Because they're automatically out. So-
I'm terrified of
So
heights.
see, I'm not afraid of heights, so the only correct answer is me.
Well, then the only correct answer is you then. I mean, I think I could handle it for a little bit, but the idea of being in just a tiny little basket so high,
No. I like looking at them. Like, there is a hot air balloon festival every May in our area, and I always want to go to see it because I think it'd be really pretty for the pictures and then to see them all go up. But with my feet on the blessed ground.
All right,
that is
survey
where I belong.
says
Survey says Jess. Ding, ding, ding.
ding ding ding.
All right, the next question is the most controversial one of all.
Gosh.
In which
controversial ones.
Twitter gave one answer.
Oh,
And Instagram gave another answer. So we'll see what happens here. But out of the three of us, who is most likely to contribute the most to the swear jar?
it's me. Yes.
It is
There was
totally
only one correct answer here, Postables, and I will own it. It is me.
There is a wrong answer, though.
Yes, there is a wrong answer because
There is a wrong
in this
answer
group
here.
who will not even say crap.
Like, you guys, you people voted for Jess the most. Okay, but then y'all voted Cammy? Sweet,
you
sweet
guys.
Cammy?
Cammy's been hiding some secrets, I guess. I mean, what are you saying when nobody's listening, Cammy?
What What the Sam Hill?
What the Sam Hill?
Oh, guys.
Oh my gosh. We were talking about this as the poll was coming up, and all three of us went, how is Cammie in the lead? Guys, I don't even say crap or sucks.
No!
Just said them.
Potty mouth, wash it out.
Those are not swear words. Those are not swear words. They're swear words to me, but they're not swear words.
All right, the fake swear word jar. Here you go. Contribute your money.
Yes. Give us your money, Cammie.
Oh man. All right. So what did Instagram say and what did Twitter say?
Well, overall, Jess has won this.
Okay.
Yes,
But not by much. Not by much, though.
No.
Yeah, you and Jess were apart 2 points.
Oh, wow. Cammie.
So obviously people don't believe me when I say I'm deeply religious.
I just think Kaycee is the angel of the group.
Yeah, apparently.
Halo on my head.
Let me tell you guys, this girl don't get a halo.
Well, would you like to fix that for me? Bing. Oh my.
Moving
on. Yes, but anyways, I stand corrected. Jess actually did pull out on both polls, but by very, very little on Twitter.
Gosh.
38% versus 34%. Yeah, I mean, guys, at least put me above Cammie. I mean, at least on that. I mean, you know, I don't go seeking out to go cursing at people, but like, I do say crap
All the time.
Okay, next question. Who is most likely to order a fancy coffee like a quote unquote Aspen skinny vanilla latte? Ding, 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 ding.
All right, guys, we have to have the conversation about caffeine. Cammie, tell us your secret.
I don't even drink caffeinated soda, much less coffee.
Cammie is caffeine free, guys.
I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea unless it's pure herbal tea. I don't even drink green tea because it's full of caffeine, and I don't drink caffeinated soda. So yeah, sorry guys, anybody who voted for me, you lose. Because there were plenty of votes for me. It's like, okay, I may order that in a hot chocolate, but I will not order that in a coffee.
Yes,
Well,
I usually drink soda. I used to drink coffee more in the city when I actually had a Starbucks near me, but now I don't. So I really don't drink coffee like ever anymore.
And then there's Kaycee, who is like, give me my coffee.
I need my Aspen skinny vanilla latte, and I know what that means.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason why we picked her. Is
Now,
she knew
Kaycee,
what that meant.
What
My
is your
husband
coffee of choice?
Okay. From Starbucks, it's a grounded salted caramel cold brew in a venti cup with extra ice and extra foam.
Yeah, mine's usually just sweet cream cold brew. I keep it pretty simple.
When we were together in April, I had a Starbucks gift card that a piano student had given me for Christmas or something, and I still hadn't used it. And this was April. And so I gave it to the girls. I said, hey, here you go, girls. Coffee's on me. And they got it. I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cammie.
And I appreciated that. That kept me going.
I know.
But But how did the survey come out? That's the real question here.
Oh, the survey. You people know me. Y'all know me. 2/3 of you guys were like, Kaycee's got the copy.
That's comforting.
All right. Next question. Who is most likely to solve a real dead letter mystery?
No. I will hold my ground for myself.
No.
I'm a scientist, a crime scene investigator. Come on.
Yes. You're a forensic scientist, but a letter mystery?
Okay, let me tell a story.
Oh boy, here we
I
go.
want to put my case. When I was in college, we did Secret Santa in my resident housing, okay? And so like when you got gifts, they would sometimes have notes. And so I took my note. I had a feeling of who it was already. I took my note and I went to our bulletin board where we all had stuff written on, and I compared it to the person's handwriting who I thought it was. And that's how I figured it out for sure.
Okay.
So I solved that sort of letter mystery with some Norman handwriting analysis.
No, okay. I can't say I've ever really solved a letter mystery, but I did. I have used my detective skills to find people on the internet.
Kaycee's always tuning into her inner Shane. So that's
You
why
guys-
I picked Kaycee, because I'm
There-
terrible. I'm terrible at putting clues together and solving mysteries of any kind. And it has to be blatantly obvious on Hallmark movies and mysteries for me to say, yeah, that's the killer. And sometimes it is.
Guessing them.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it isn't. And so I'm just like, okay, I don't know who the killer is. So yeah, I would make a terrible detective.
I will say though, Jess, you are really good at the murder mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are.
You are really good at solving the murder mysteries. I'm just good about being snoopy.
Can we call it a 50-50 tie?
Sure.
I'm good for that.
I will concede a 50-50. I will hold my ground though.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are, yay. Well, everybody agrees with you, so that should be a consolation.
Woo!
Woo! I lost that by 2 points, so it's all good.
So it was almost there.
Yeah, almost there. We'll just
Probably because I retweeted it and said, I'll give you a clue. It's not me.
All right, next question. Who is most likely to quote Shakespeare?
Probably the woman who was in all of Shakespeare's plays. Just saying.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
No.
Hint, not me.
I've actually only been in two.
What? Really?
I've only been in two, not
Oh.
read, been in two Shakespeare.
Can we guess?
Huh?
Can we guess?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a guess. Macbeth.
Nope.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, I've always wanted to do that one, but no.
Where?
Oh. Romeo and Juliet.
That's one of them. What?
One of the
I
Did you
Richards.
say Hamlet?
No, I said, can I have a hint?
Oh. It's a comedy.
The Eighth Night or the Eighth Nights. Eighth Night. Or what is it called?
Twelfth Night?
12th Night. Thank
That's
you.
not a comedy. That's a tragedy.
Oh.
I don't know
Listen,
my
it's been
Shakespeare.
It's been a decade since I've taken Shakespeare, and my parents sold my giant Shakespeare book for 25 cents. To my
The
chagrin.
Comedy of Errors. The
Oh, I always
Comedy of-
thought that. I'm like, I think that's too
Oh.
obvious.
The Comedy of Errors, but I've always wanted to do Much Ado About Nothing too. I love
a good one.
Shakespeare. Not all of it. There are some like Henry VIII. I'm like, oh gosh, it's hard to even get through that one. But because I had to read it in college for Shakespeare class. But Much Ado About Nothing, even though Romeo and Juliet is seriously depressing, I still like it because it's a classic. Comedy of Errors was hysterical. It was so fun being part of that one. Yeah, if I ever get the chance to be part of a Shakespeare play, I'm there.
Zip, zap, boom. She's there.
Zip, zap, boom. Oh my gosh, you did not. Jess is the winner of the sign makers here.
That's right. Oh, I have to put a little twist on it.
So next.
Wait, what did the survey say?
Oh, yeah.
Survey.
Yeah.
Survey says Cammie. Overwhelmingly so.
I was about to say, did either of you get any guesses on this one?
5 people voted for me and 9 people voted for Jess.
Well, good for you guys. I'm glad they give you some credit.
Maybe because I read a lot, but I actually don't read a lot of Shakespeare, so.
Yeah, I've never known you to say anything about Shakespeare.
I took a class in college and that's the extent of that. It was called Shakespeare.
No.
Okay, next question. All right. Who is most likely to carry a Norman-style briefcase containing any and all things?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I really didn't know for this one.
I honestly didn't know either, but I picked you.
Well, I was going off what somebody commented on Twitter. I forget, because like you're a mom, so you like naturally carry a ton of things, and you
That is true.
You have the most children.
That is true.
I don't really carry anything except for my work
That is
bag. It has all my work stuff, but
I carry
I
a
like
lot of stuff.
Oh, well, then I'm changing my answer then.
Well, no, I guess it's definitely possible. So
You know who actually in real life would be the one with the Norman suitcase? My husband. He is the type of person to have everything and anything in case of an emergency. Like, it's totally him.
Wow.
But survey says Jess. So
I guess I'm secretly carrying a lot of things.
I guess.
You're
All right.
the most likely to put together a field kit, which is totally true because you're a forensic scientist. So
Back then, I had a
For
whole
all-
van of stuff, you know?
I mean, for all those dead letters you're going to be solving, you're going to need one.
absolutely.
That's right. I need my handwriting analysis kit.
There you go.
All right.
Next
question. Who is most likely to solve a puzzle box?
Oh.
We all agree.
Unanimous.
I love puzzles.
Unanimous. See, I would be the one to take it and just like hammer it open. I'd get so frustrated. I'd be like, okay, let's do this thing. And then it would be like, no.
That is tantamount to something. I don't know what the word is, but
I
Betrayal.
would take 2 looks at it and then I'd pass it over to my husband. Or I'd take 2 looks at it and hand it to Jess. Just like, Jess, you take this.
oh yeah, I used to play all those Nancy Drew games when I was growing up with the PC games.
Oh, I
all
always
the
wanted
puzzles.
those games. Yes.
That was my jam growing up.
Oh man.
So fun. Well, you are known in the Postables universe. Congratulations.
Thanks, Postables. For believing.
All right. Next
still
question.
think I swear.
Oh, you just wait till we get to angry clams and red wine. So. But before we get to that, the next question is, who is most likely to be called a human antique?
Ooh.
Should we even answer this one?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
She posted the question of who would get thrown out of their own proms. So this is better than that.
I mean, I also posted terrible brownies.
No I got no shame. I'm very old-fashioned in my values. If Oliver wasn't such a stiff, I'd like him better, you know.
Listen, old-fashioned values are not bad. Actually, we can use a few more old-fashioned values. I'm just saying.
And
that's why I love Oliver.
And all three of us are quite old-fashioned. Cam is just a little more so. Just a little.
I tweak it just a tiny bit more. I have to go to them for technical advice.
Yeah.
It's true.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
And the Postables universe also agrees with us. So,
most old-fashioned, but I still swear I don't get this.
You're just an old-fashioned sailor with a potty mouth.
I'm an old-fashioned potty mouth.
Apparently.
Who likes to drink a lot of caffeine.
Apparently.
Y'all ready for the next question?
Yes, let's do it.
Who is most likely to accidentally hammer through a wall while hanging a picture frame?
Ding, ding, ding. You are very spontaneous and impetuous in all the right ways, but I can totally see you hammering through a wall.
See, okay, when we were watching that movie, what was it, Home Again? My husband looked at me, he was like, oh, that's something you would do. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna just like be like, okay, here's the thing, here's a nail, whack. I feel like my accidental hammering through the wall would be me flinging a hammer by accident. Like I'm picking it up and I'm like picking it up and it just keeps going, you know?
That's so much better.
And then it goes through the wall.
And then it gets. Anyways, I just wanted to post was like, what makes you guys all think that I would hammer through a wall?
Your husband said it. Both of your friends said it. So why wouldn't they say it?
You have deep-seated anger issues and like to hammer walls. I don't know.
You just said that you would hammer through the puzzle box. So
there you yeah.
This is true. I'm just saying, before this recording, at the time of voting, do I give off hammery kind of vibes? Like
you give off impetuous vibes.
Impetuous. Wonderful. Alrighty. Next question.
Here it is.
Who is most likely to guzzle a bottle of Yoo-hoo under stress?
Boom, baby.
Are you the only one who drinks Yoo-hoo? I don't like Yoo-hoo.
See, I didn't know. I was just thinking somebody who would guzzle a drink, period, and then just put Yoo-hoo in there. So I just put Jess because I didn't like. I don't.
But see,
know.
I won't guzzle coffee, and I won't guzzle down a soda, so I gotta guzzle down something. So it might as well be you. So.
Mm-hmm.
Would you actually guzzle something down in real life?
I've guzzled down water, or when I'm super thirsty, and like just today, some friends of mine gave me some cookie sticks, and I got some stressful news, and so I just went over to the cookie stick can and pulled it open and just started snacking on them. Like, I'm stressed. Luckily I only ate 3. I stopped myself.
Okay.
But yes, I can eat and drink under stress.
Okay.
I don't
Fun
guzzle.
fact.
I don't guzzle very often, but it can happen. So survey says
Survey says Cammie.
Okay. Those were the people who were listening when I said I didn't drink coffee.
They're like, she doesn't drink coffee, so let's vote the yoo-hoo for her.
She's got to guzzle something.
There you go. All right, next question. Who is most likely to find a lost wedding dress meant for auction, buys it, then tries it on at work? This is 100% accurate.
All of us are correct.
Now, I have a question for you, Cammie.
Okay.
So for me, if I were to find a wedding dress, I would do the thing that Shane did. Find it, put it on the table, walk away, come back, walk away, come back, and be like, what the heck? Would you do that? Or would you just be like, here's a dress, let me try it on now?
Well,
Like, would you, in your mind, would you be like, you know, like the anticipation?
I stay at home with my 4 kids and I work from home. I'm a piano teacher and a voice teacher. And so mine, if it was a quiet moment, you know, if my kids were at school and Jack was down for a nap and I found it, I would go, ooh, dress, and I would go try it on. But if I found it and I had 4 children tugging at me, or if I had 2 minutes until my next piano lesson, then or if I was running to do an errand or something, I would have to find a quiet moment myself. But if I was by myself, I totally would.
So my next question is, if you worked in a corporate-y setting or a public setting, like say a USPS dead letter office, because I have lots of questions about Shane trying that dress on. Did she just like put it on in the DLO because nobody was there?
Like she did.
Did she go to the bathroom and then walk through the hallways in this wedding?
She wasn't gonna walk through the DLO like that.
It's just this changing in the middle of the room, hoping to stay on her.
Well, she wasn't expecting anybody.
But anybody could have just waltzed on in.
That's very true.
Lots of questions.
So, okay, I will share a story with you. I was working for the school district that I graduated from during the summer in college. I had a job as summer help, and I was sweaty and disgusting from working outside, and they needed me to cover the receptionist desk for the afternoon. And so my boss was out, and I couldn't get to the bathroom fast enough. So I changed clothes in my boss's office, and I had seconds to spare before he walked in.
So maybe the answer to this one is Cammie.
So I think the answer is me.
Maybe Shane just found a little secluded corner to change it within the office.
I mean, that's a big area.
She hid behind Balthazar.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Yes, we'll say that. But the Postables agree. Cammie.
Oh, me? Okay. I thought you were going to say you and I were tied.
Yeah, no, how close were you, Kaycee?
Yeah, how close were you?
Was Cammie a strong lead?
I lost by 6 votes.
Okay,
well,
that's
pretty
not
close.
bad. Yeah.
I want to know how many people voted for me. I really
4 people. 4 blessed people.
I need to talk to you 4.
Hey, this girl don't do formal.
I work at a lab. There's no way I'm putting a wedding dress on. Also, I just wouldn't in general. I'm not fancy. I like my sweatpants.
Oh man, I love formal gowns.
I'll be like, dress.
Yes.
Ooh, pretty, and walk away.
All right. Next question. Who is most likely to say, so I have a cousin, ...
It's not a competition, Kaycee.
It's not a competition, Kaycee.
Sure it is.
That's all I could think of was from our
That's
interview
all I could think
with
of.
Jeff.
I have a lot of cousins, but I don't have nearly as many as Kaycee does.
So here's the funny thing about this poll. Jess and I tied.
I do have quite a few cousins. I mean, my dad's one of 9.
Yes, but how many first cousins do you have, Kaycee?
89.
Yeah, I don't have that many.
Well, wait. 89 on my dad's side.
Then how many on your mom's?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, yeah, 5, 7, 12, 13.
Yeah, she's
13
got a
first
lot of
cousins.
cousins.
Yeah, my dad was one of like 9 or 10, 7 brothers, I think, 3 sisters, 6 brothers, 3 sisters, and a half brother. There is a half brother in there, another half brother. Well, and then there are also 2 brothers that he never knew of until he was older. That's a whole other story.
Wow.
And they're in China. I don't know. So I'm sure there's actually more than 89, but 89 that I know of.
Okay, yep. Kaycee wins.
That's me. All right. Next question. Who is most likely to bake terrible hockey puck like brownies?
I love you, darling.
I mean, I'm not a terrible baker, but I have set off a fire alarm or 2.
Okay, let's talk about this fire alarm setting incident.
Okay, it was my first apartment like out of college, right? And I'm making a peach cobbler and I didn't have a big enough pan, so I just made it work. And I didn't think about the fact that when you use a too small pan, it tends to bubble over to the bottom of the oven and burn. And it's like a cobbler, it's like sugar. So there's like burning sugar on the bottom of the oven. And open smoke alarm.
So you had the whole Hallmark looking thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yes.
I tried. Now, I've never made hockey puck brownies. I don't think I've ever ruined brownies. But a
That's
cobbler,
something.
yes.
All right. Well, a majority of Postables voted for you.
It's got to be because Kaycee, you and I are both moms, so
I
they think that we can bake really well. I prefer baking to cooking, so I think I bake pretty darn well. But baking and cooking are not my favorite parenting pastimes.
Yeah, I like it. I like cooking and baking fine. I can bake because I follow directions from a box. Like that's the extent of my baking. But yeah, I can't say that I've ever set off the fire alarm though. Alrighty. Next question. Who is most likely to win at poker?
Oh. You get down and dirty, Jess.
Oh yeah. I have the World Series of Poker app on my phone. And I do
I
pretty
can
good.
play. Listen, I could play a pretty good game of poker. I used to clean out my cousins when we played Filipino poker when I was little.
What would you clean them out of?
Chips. And then my parents were like, okay, you're not allowed to play this game anymore. Like, I think they were afraid I was going to be a mini gambler or something. Because I'd be like, let's play again.
It's fun.
A gambling school for minors? Oh, wait. Wrong
show.
But Patole, Pasión, and poker.
I probably couldn't beat Rita though, because she can count cards.
Oh.
Oh yeah. And I don't know. I probably couldn't, but I don't know that I could beat Jess if she has all the apps on her phone.
I mean, I play the app, but let's be real. I don't really play in real life for money. So who knows if I have a poker face? I probably don't. I probably would start laughing. Random.
I could probably pull off a poker face because I've had to keep a straight face with acting on stage. But so I think I could pull off a poker face if I had to in a poker game, but I can count on one hand the number of poker games that I have ever played. My brothers taught me once just for fun. We didn't play for money or anything, but I have completely forgotten how to play poker. So I'm just like, whatever.
Well, Jess, you won that round. Congratulations.
Zip, zap,
Zip, zap, boom. All righty. The next question. All right. This is the controversial one that had one answer on Twitter, one answer on Instagram. At least it was going back and forth for quite some time. But who is most likely to eat clams and drink red wine when very angry?
Okay, there's really no good answer for this question because Cammie and Kaycee don't drink, and
I don't drink alcohol,
and me and Cammie don't eat seafood. So nobody really can have this one.
I have never had a sip of alcohol in my life. So Kaycee and I don't drink, and Jess and I don't eat seafood.
So Kaycee's gonna eat the clams. I'm gonna drink the wine, and Cammie's there for company.
And I'll guzzle the yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've said it multiple times. I don't drink.
You alcoholic.
The funny thing is, you won the Twitter poll. Cammie won the Twitter poll.
You don't do either of those. It must be the redhead in you. People just think you.
And I don't drink. Sorry guys, you lose. And never mind my past behavior.
You drink, you swear,
I guzzle coffee.
What?
Girl,
what? The Sam Hill?
What the Sam
That should have been a sign.
Cammie.
I know. I should have made it what the Sam Hill sign.
You should have made it with the Sam Hill sign.
I made these at midnight. Wasn't thinking.
That's all right. Next time.
I'll be ready.
I will say, if I did drink alcohol, I probably would be the person to be like Oliver and eat angry crabs. Clams, not crabs. Clams.
Who won on Instagram? I won on Twitter. Heaven knows how that happened, but
I mean, who knows how that happened? I think it was Jess that won that on Instagram. I think.
See, I picked Jess because she's the only one of us that drinks. So I forgot that you and I have that in common. Well, you're not allergic to seafood, right? You just don't like it.
Me? Yeah, I just don't like it.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm allergic. So I'm
from Florida, so we get fresh seafood.
Yeah, people who voted for Cammie, you killed her because you gave her
You
something
just
she's allergic to.
My parents, oh my gosh, we found out about this allergy when I was 10 or 11. And my parents took me to a seafood restaurant for my graduation dinner when I graduated from college. I walked into the restaurant and immediately I was assaulted with all of this seafood smell and I got an instant headache. And I was like, I don't want to be here. But we have a coupon. I'm like, oh, then don't take me out to dinner. And then turns out I didn't have an allergic reaction, but I got food poisoning from that restaurant. So.
There you go.
Well, that's not good.
I know, it was awful.
Yeah.
Happy graduation to me.
Woo!
Alrighty. Yeah, so that we'll Jess and I will split the meal. I'll take the clams and have a really strong red grape juice and
make it Welch's sparkling.
Clams.
Make it
sparkling.
Welch's
Yeah, there you go.
Red grape juice.
Very fancy. I can guzzle some. I can guzzle some red sparkling grape juice.
Oh yeah. That's what Will and I have every time we have our anniversary or New Year's Eve. We always say, shall we have some of our wine? We get out the sparkling red grape juice or the sparkling white grape juice.
There you go. Alrighty. The next question is, who is most likely to have been kicked out of prom because of their dancing?
I love you. I really do. Oh! I'm a good dancer. Thank you.
I saw you do the Rita. I saw you.
I was doing it on purpose.
Minor detail. You were doing the Rita.
Kaycee,
I don't know.
I've lost your sign, Cammie, around here. It flew out and I don't know where it's gone. That's why I've been like looking all over the place while y'all have been talking. But I kind of would have voted for you because they're the most exuberant.
Although someone made a comment on Twitter that it could be me because my foot's broken. So
Brian,
he's like,
Brian said that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hobbling.
I can I'll do the hobble Rita. I'll take it.
The hobble.
I would like to see the two of you do stage choreographed dancing. Thank you very much.
Okay, but we don't do stage choreographed dancing in prom. At prom.
Yeah.
I went to my fair share of proms before I was a senior and after I graduated. My boyfriend at the time was only a few months younger than I was, but he was a year behind me in school. So I came home from college and I went to his prom with him. So I was going to proms as a junior, as a senior, and as a college freshman. Thank you very much.
Going off of the exuberance. I mean, I feel like Jess would be I don't know. I feel like Jess would be in a corner reading a book and I would probably be scoping out people.
I'm just that person who's like kind of shuffling around, you know, so maybe it is me.
That's why you would get thrown out.
I'll get thrown out. Okay, I'll take it. I'll get thrown out because I don't even want to be there.
There you go. I loved prom and I also love social dancing. I think dancing is so elegant. I always said if I hadn't had a bum left hand and a bum left leg and I could actually stand upright in heels, that I would have been a social dancer because I love dancing. It is so elegant.
Let's get you on Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh,
I gotta be
all
a
the
star
hero.
first.
We're working on that.
Oh, yeah, we are working on that.
We are working.
You are famous in the Deliver Me a Pod world, Cammie. Okay.
There we go. And that should be good enough, right?
That's right.
That's right. Well,
you guys, I love you. I love you.
You may not love me after this piece of news,
I
but
don't,
you
but-
were voted the most likely to get kicked out of prom.
Well, that means I hate the Postables, not you. I'm kidding. I love you guys, even if you obviously hate me. You think I drink, you think I swear, and you think I'm going to get kicked out of my own prom for dancing. Holy mackerel. You guys really don't love me.
All right, last question. This is based on of my inspired watching from the heart. This was posed as a question.
Oh.
Who out of the three of us was most likely to have debated in high school?
Oh gosh, I can't hold everything.
This is 100%. This is 100%.
Kaycee will argue her way out of a box.
And I will prove it with my outline.
I feel like I want to see you and Kaycee go at it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that you want to see that, but I
would use all of my charm.
See, you would be like, I was gonna say, you would be like that kid. Although
I do my research.
But you've got more swagger than I do. I would be like that really uptight girl. Madison, Maddie and Ryan, right?
Maddie
you would
Ryan.
be like Ryan, all charismatic, and you'd come in there with a great story and everything to prove your point. And I'm over here like.
Now, were either of you actually on debate team? I was never on debate. I was on speech team, but were either of you on debate?
I did debate in junior high.
They didn't have it in high school.
They didn't have it in high school. I would have done it in high school.
See, okay. I never did debate. I did speech, I did theater, I did music.
Then we gotta go to this.
Now, they didn't have debate. I went to a small high school, so they didn't have debate, but we did a lot of debates in like history class and English class for our like argumentative essays and current events and stuff. And I was front and center. Put me up there, coach.
You also feel very strongly about things.
Yes, I do.
And you have no problem saying so.
To the right audience. In high school, I was like, put me in. I will debate whatever side you want. It could even be an opposing view. But as an adult, I will I don't know that I debate, but in a safe space, I will provide my opinions on things. So, yeah. And if you are in my inner circle of things, you will get the
lucky us.
You might get the unfiltered version. We may need
the swear jar. Because Kaycee's gonna go on a rampage and I'll be over there saying, Kaycee, watch your mouth.
I mean, they're the same. They're probably going to be the same ones that Cammie would use in a different life, you know, like crap and heck.
What the heck?
Whoa!
Getting a little PG-13 in here. I might have to put a disclaimer.
My goodness.
YouTube's going to flag us.
They're going to flag us for something. All the shenanigans. All right.
You had me at shenanigans, ladies.
Shenanigans. Last section. This one, Postables voted on. Oh, before that, the debate thing in high school. Everybody voted for you, Cammie. So
really,
that was fun. Yeah.
No.
The red hair. I'm telling you.
The red hair.
I mean, it's something. All right.
It's
so
all
the next
Kaycee, guys.
you guys, it is 100% me. No shame. All right. The next section and the final section, the Postables voted, who are we most like?
Oh man.
I don't have signs for Oliver, Shane, Rita, and Norman. And I think we've already discussed this.
So phrase it, who is the most like Norman?
All righty.
Phrase it like that.
Okay, we'll do it that way. I still can't find my Cammie sign, but that's all good. Who is the most like Oliver?
Just a word nerd who loves words and books and I'm not quite as stiff as Oliver, I wouldn't think.
No. And out of so there are 3 of us and there are 4 Postables.
Right.
So none of us are actually really like Oliver. Nobody really voted us the most like Oliver, but the one who won it out of that section would have been Jess.
Okay.
You got the most votes for Oliver.
I mean, Kaycee, do you see any of yourself in Oliver?
I mean, I would say maybe the particularness, like he's very particular about stuff.
How things are meant to go. That is definitely you.
And I would say probably like my values are probably very similar to Oliver. Like if I were in his shoes, I would have a really hard time if a man came, if my husband had left me and then I was still married to them and he ran off to Paris and another man came in and I had chemistry. Like I would really struggle with that, like Oliver. Like I would have a lot of complex feelings, but I would still stay faithful until, we were no more. So I could definitely empathize with him. But other than that, not really.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way. I have the values that Oliver has. I'm very religious like Oliver is. I sing like Oliver does. But yeah, I have the value system. I have the religious factor and I have the Shakespeare factor, but I am not that old fashioned, I'm just like, come on, honey, join the real world, get a grip, So I love watching Oliver and I love watching Oliver and Shane together, but I can say right now that if I met Oliver in real life, he would drive me crazy. If I had been Shane and I was meeting Oliver, I would say, bye. I'm like, no, there is no way I am working for you.
You people are crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say.
I feel like I would be attracted to an Oliver.
Find yourself another Oliver, an available one.
I mean, theoretically speaking, I think my husband has more Oliver traits than like I do. I wouldn't say he's an exact replica because, like, let's be for real now, but he does have the he can kind of be a human antique at times, but that's neither here nor there. I've told him that. That's one thing that I've been like, you see this man here, Oliver O'Toole, he's like you, Dan. He does not do the internet. Your phone keeps ringing. You've gone through 6 phones in like 6 months because he can't figure out how to use it. He can figure out how to use it. He's just got really bad luck with technology, like the worst luck. I've never met a man that has the worst luck. Like it's just bad.
My husband's amazing with technology, so my husband is definitely not Oliver.
My husband's also very particular too. He can be like with work and stuff, like he can be very particular. He's very analytical. He's not super feely when it comes to that stuff. Like there have been several episodes where I'm like, oh yeah, Oliver, Dan. It's like I can see it there. It's like Dan could be like his younger brother. Like I don't know.
All right, so who's next?
Next, who is most like Shane? Yes, and the Postables guess.
You're great with the computer. You've got the sass. You're
Inquisitive.
You're very inquisitive. That's the nice word for it.
I am a bit brazenly manipulative too. It's all good. I'll call it. I'll wear that.
I was gonna say Snoopy. I wasn't gonna go to brazenly manipulative.
I'll wear that hat. That's okay.
She can also be very persuasive.
Yeah. My dad once told me that. It was not in the best context at the time, but it's all good.
So, survey says?
Kaycee.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, somebody, I forget who, but somebody on Twitter says, this one's hard. I'm going back and forth between Kaycee and Cammie because Cammie knows her computer. I'm like, I know it because I ask, and then I get it down. I'm like, okay, now I got it. So then I make it look like I know what I'm doing.
And that's what counts.
That's the actress in me. See, that's the whole debate and charm thing if I don't know what I'm doing, I make it look like I know what I'm doing. And so
Here you go. Next is Rita. Cammie.
Do the Rita. I love it.
That was
Like,
incredible.
I've got too many wires around me, so I can't stand and do the actual thing. But
You're our Rita.
His special delivery.
I'm a bit on the naive side. I mean, I'm a lot less naive now that I've grown and I'm married and I'm a mom. There's a lot of, fantasies I've had to say goodbye to. Or impressions of people that I've had to say goodbye to. but yeah, I would definitely say that, except for the dancing. I totally own being the Rita of the group.
See, I feel like you would be the product of Rita and Ramon having a baby. Because, and it's not anything bad or anything disrespectful,
Ramon.
but it's just that like Rita is so kind and so innocent and so pure and naive, like just like you're just all of those things, but you also have, Rita is not an exuberant personality. And I feel like Ramon is like gusto. And he's like doing all the things on TV, and he's the weatherman, he's the announcer person.
Yeah, can we change
he's
our
like
answer to Ramon?
the dancer.
No, it was the 4 Postables.
No, Ramon.
So I have to say, I think you're like half and half. Listen, if anybody out there has wanted to write a fan fiction for whatever reason about Rita and Ramon, which I don't know why you would, because Norita, #Norita forever, but Cammie would be like an inspiration for that.
Where's the red hair?
You'd have to wear a wig, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well,
A dark
this-
color.
this red hair is
brunette, right?
This red hair is self-made anyway, so
Oh man. And Survey agrees. Survey
agrees that I'm Rita.
Yes, but let us know if you also think she would also be the product of Ramon and Rita as well.
Well, and hey, Rita's writing a book.
That's true.
Renita Hayweather. Frontier Duchess.
Oh, I was gonna say, what would your book be called?
Mine?
Yeah, Renita Hayweather.
Oh,
would be.
no, are you talking about the actual novel that I'm writing, or
No, I'm talking about your equivalent to Renita Hay.
my semi-biography?
Yeah.
How do you accidentally write a biography?
They say to write what you know.
Camilla.
Ooh.
Camilla. Do you want my maiden name or my married name?
I mean, whatever you can come up with.
Camilla Townshenza.
Ooh. I'm gonna be waiting for the 787-page book.
With bodice bursting passion.
Yes.
Okay, so just so you guys know, our first Sunday at church, if you're new, then your name gets announced and you stand up for people to see who you are. And they said, Will and Cammie Clements. I'm like, suddenly I'm French. Okay.
That's funny.
So Camilla Clements.
Oh.
Take your pick.
All right. We'll ponder that.
That's
Now
the
the
next
last-
poll. That's the next poll.
Next poll. Yes, next poll. But the final question is, who is most like Norman?
We love our dear sweet
Dear
Jess.
sweet Norm.
That's
Dear
me.
sweet
It is
Jess.
I.
We love our dear sweet Jess.
We sure do.
Well, it was funny when you first posted those. I was having a really hard time thinking, am I more like Norman or am I more like Oliver? And then more people kept voting Norman, and then I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, I am more like Norman. Not just like the science stuff, but I think I have Norman's sense of humor. Like, you know, the scene when he's in the dumpster and he like clacks the dollars together.
Yes.
I feel like that's something I would do. Like, I'm a total dork. I'm a weirdo. So I'm like, that would be me. I'd be like,
You also know a lot of facts.
Mm-hmm.
You are very smart and you know a lot about a lot of stuff.
mm-hmm.
You just don't always know what to do with it.
That's true. I
And
don't have that many
you would
cousins, though.
you would have that briefcase.
According to the survey.
According to the
I need to go buy
survey.
me- someone, Christmas is coming. Somebody want to buy me a briefcase?
Oh. And we could stuff it with a fake chicken
A
inside.
rubber chicken and lights.
Yes, please do.
This baby's fully loaded.
With the sunglasses.
Oh, and sunglasses, yeah. Boom.
All right, I
Well,
think that wraps it up, huh?
that's a wrap.
Wrap.
That's a wrap. From all our giggles and laughs and technical difficulties, we're back.
Yay!
Baby.
Sign sealed,
Sealed,
delivered,
delivered,
and yours.
Hey, it didn't break.
It used my internet last time we tried to do it. He couldn't handle it.
Jess's internet broke.
Too fabulous for my spotty internet.
Oh. All right,
Well-
Postables, we love you.
We love you. We will see you again sometime. Maybe we'll talk more about SSD 11. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
I think
We'll
we've
see.
got a few tricks up our sleeve.
I think we've
We
got
might.
a couple.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye, vegetables.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Deliver Me a Podcast. If you want to know what's going to happen next week, be sure you are following us on Twitter at Deliver Me a Pod and on Instagram at Deliver Me a Podcast. We also have a merch store where you can buy tons of Postables things for you and your friends. We'll see you next week.